Alrighty, it has been a smashing week. The smash off is done, dusted. Well, we haven't announced a winner yet. But anyway, we've swapped the beers. We met up last Thursday at All Grain Brewing Supplies and had a little bit of a tasting and talk about some of the beers. Some of the brewers turned up. The rest of the cases were left there for the other brewers who couldn't make it to turn up and pick up their cases of beer and do their reviews on.
You know what I said? You know what I said? My son Simon, Greg, is another great brewer.
I actually said, as we were opening the first bottle, I said, no, Greg, this, no.
Marine.
Now, with the smash off, I've asked brewers to go through and write their comments and their thoughts on the Hut Brewer Facebook page. So if you haven't been to the Hut Brewer page, the Hut Brewer group, go and check it out. You'll see pictures of bottles and beer, and each taster, each brewer is going to be writing their comments about that particular beer underneath it, and it sort of gives you a nice overall spectrum of what the beer is. Now remember, the smash off is all about hops. Now, it's the same base malt and it's the same base yeast, it just had different hops in it so that we could taste what the different hops did to a beer. So it actually makes for some interesting reading. As for the overall winner, we're giving it to about the end of November for the brewers to taste all the beers and come up with their top 12, so their best to their worst beer. Then out of all those votes, I'll put together the overall winner and we'll announce the prizes. The prize is actually going to be a whole bunch of hops. We've got quite a few kg of hops, thanks to All Grain Brewing Supplies and Balin's Brewery. There's also cash prizes from Wellington Double Glazing as well. So that is brilliant, awesome stuff. Speaking of hops, shout out to Yakima Valley Hops, proud sponsor of this Homebrew Wednesday video. That's right, yep, a little bit of sponsorship, keep us going. If you haven't been to Yakima Valley Hops, go and check them out. If you're interested about buying some hops out of the States, go and have a look at yakimavalley.com. Now the only restriction is that you can't buy whole cone hops and have them imported into New Zealand, but you can buy pellet hops and bring them over as well. So go check out the range of hops that they have there. But yeah, cheers to Yakima Valley Hops for making Homebrew Wednesdays the Homebrew Wednesdays that they are. So anyway, last Friday I shot up to Panhead Breweries with my boss and another work colleague. See, it was my boss's birthday on Thursday and it was my birthday on Saturday, so we thought, hey, Friday let's go to a brewery and have a couple of drinks. So we shot out, had lunch at a local pub, a couple of Panhead Port Road Pills, and then headed on to the brewery to have a look at the brewery. Whew, great stuff. Look at this wonderful moustache from Movember. Hey, oh, look at that.
It's alright, eh? Everything seems to be going to plan so far, just a couple of tweaks here and there, and yeah, we're sort of making beer now. And just been gigging for the last couple of months, 3 months, waiting for this bottling plant to arrive. So we're almost hopefully going to have this commissioned over the weekend, and away we go. So we should have beer and bottles next week.
Sweet.
This here is now our working brewery, so we've done about 28 brews on the system now, and it's all going pretty well. Only had to make one modification, and that's our little box here, so I don't have to spray up with water. 2,000 litres of supercharger in it.
If you just open that up and put your mouth on there,
beer will flow.
See how long you can hang on.
At half a bar of pressure. So then we've got our Port Road Pilsner in this. We've got the Vandal in here. We've got our XPA in there and a Pale Ale in there. So we're fully loaded. Apart from we've got a 2,000 spare, which we can go basically filter or blow some beer into there for packaging. But everything in here is basically going to go into the bottle.
Yep.
The rest of it should, well, yeah, we should be brewing again next week, loading the tanks back up, ready for the next wave. So
that's pretty good, having all the tanks loaded, ready to go. Far out.
Yeah, we've had to brew, well, we can brew more than what, the kegs, we can sell in kegs.
Yep.
So it's not hard to fill up the bottle neck of it, the bottle load of it. So we just brewed like crazy up to there, and then it's just a transition. As soon as the bottling part's operational, we move our beers through, we brew again, and then the cycle starts.
Oh.
And we'll see where we end up in about a year's time. Ooh. Until we got our 6-packs here and our bottles, when we can bottle, you know, we're away from after that.
So they're all 500ml bottles, yeah?
Yeah, so they basically set the bottling plant up to 500ml.
Yep.
So we'll dial it in for 500ml. And take it from there. We don't want to go straight on to 330s and change the whole plant settings before we even know how the plant works. So we'll just run with the 500ml bottles to start with. And then once we've got the plant operational going, working well with the 500s, we'll mark it all up so we know where we're at, and then we'll cross over to 330ml.
Yep.
And then we'll start loading those up into 6-packs.
Sweet.
So we've got a little bit of an accumulation table here.
Yep.
Just so you can just basically chuck the bottles on.
Yep.
They go through this conveyor onto our twist rinser. Well, our rinser here. Come off that, go through that wheel onto our filler. They get a couple of evacuations off that to obviously remove as much of the oxygen as possibly can.
Yep.
Then get filled, sniffed, and onto the capper.
Right.
So as we're adjusting the capper now. So once the beer's been capped,
yep.
Comes through another little bit of accumulation into our air knives. We blow the bottle dry and warm it up a touch.
Yep. Oh, yep.
And then through our labeler and into the box.
And into
Yeah. So we have to have someone here picking bottles and whatnot, but it's just the nature of the beast at the moment.
And what's the output? How many an hour?
3,000 an hour.
3,000 an hour. So you
of 330ml, and we'll take it down to about 2,000 with 500ml.
So you hook it up directly to the fermenter.
No, we come from our fermenter.
Yep.
Then we do whatever we choose to the beer first. We can either filter it or just blow it through into the tank.
Yep.
And that will give us our bright beer or beer to be.
Oh, so you got your bright tanks in the cool room.
And we attach a hose from our bright beer tank to the bottling line.
Yep.
Bring the beer through and bottle it off from there. Or we can attach our filling lines and just keep beer from there.
So the dinosaur is for chucking the caps in.
Yep. So you
Far
load
out.
the hopper up.
You load the hopper up and it just fires caps into the.
Yep.
Oh, wicked.
So it's set on a timer and a couple of sensors. It senses when there's not enough caps in the hopper up the top.
Yep.
And then we'll turn the elevator on and drop the caps into the top. There's a little magnet on the belt, and the belt just drags them up.
Right.
With the conveyor, and then it just drops them in the top. It saves them to go up there and chuck the cap in.
Yeah.
Stand there.
3,000 an hour.
Yeah. There's a few.
All right. So these are all bright tanks.
Yeah.
So this is just keeping the beer, well, brightening up the beer ready for chucking in the kegs and chucking in the bottles.
Right.
There's no shortage of upper, man.
Oh no. Full upper. It's a full upper. Hug it. Keep your eye out for those bottles turning up. To the guys in the States, once the bottles have been turning up in the shops, I will be getting a couple together and putting them in a package. Speaking of packages, I was checking USPS just before I came out here, and apparently, there is a package that has cleared customs, Mr. Clements. Anyway, more about that probably on the next Homebrew Wednesday, because that's going to be a big one. So, I got this to go with my new horizontal counterflow that I'm working on. So, this is just roughly put together, but I got a dial so I know what the temperature is. We've got it in for the beer, we've got it out for the beer, and this little one right here is an oxygen stone. So there's a big oxygen, 400 micron oxygen stone that sits in there, so I can hook up the O2, and as the beer comes in and out, I can oxygenate it. So yeah, that's cool. Got that from All Grain Brewing Supplies, so good stuff. I can pick up lots of bits from them now. Anyway, cheers. Thanks to everybody that's subscribed, thanks to everybody that's liked, but most of all, thanks to everybody that's commented with the new Google Plus commenting system on YouTube. Good on you, Google. Time for another one.